Hello and welcome back to the Builders Hub SMP. Last episode, we built this guy, this house. We got a little wheat farm on the bottom. We got our little crafting station on this bottom floor here with an enchanting table, some barrels, crafting tables, and furnaces. And on the second floor, I have successfully moved our old storage system into the second floor. So it's just a bunch of freaking chests. I've got them all labeled, even though the signs I made out of spruce and they're a little dark to read, but you can get there. I have a couple unfilled chests that I'm not sure what I'm going to put in them yet. This one's like armor and tools, and as you can see, I've been trying for a looting sword, and I just can't get one. But we'll keep trying. Wood and all our other things. Here is where most of our stuff goes from the fishing, the AFK fishing farm. So we've got our books here, we've got our rods here, and our bows here. And this is going to be like other enchanting stuff. Yeah. And then on the top floor, we have our bedroom, which we will go to sleep in currently. I'm technically on Team Yellow, so I think I'm going to try to deck out some things with some yellow decorations and make ourselves known as Team Yellow, of course. But on this episode, I have a couple goals. I think we're going to be spending most of our time trying to get a couple farms up for a couple of reasons. I went and caught some bees off screen. I got a couple beehives with a silk touch pick. So we have a couple beehives with some bees in them. And I think that I want to get some kind of honey farm going. I know very, very little about bees because they're new. So I want to learn a little bit about bees, see what they do. They're cute, and I would like to have a farm going up for them with some flowers and stuff, just some honey. I want to turn this into a little more automatic, so I think I'll have some dispensers here that shoot water, and then like a row back here that collects everything. So we'll set that up, and then the other farm I want to get going, I believe, is going to be a sugarcane farm. So we don't have to farm all of these guys every time. And sugarcane is good for paper that you can trade with villagers. And I also am very new to villagers. I don't know much about that. So there is a village, like just a village over this way. But I think most of the people have taken the villagers from it. I think there's like 3 villagers left, and we might just snatch them. I believe you can breed villagers, and then I believe you can give them their like proficiency blocks, and that is what dictates what their trades are. I don't know. I know very, very little about villagers. So we might put them in minecarts and bring them over here and name tag them so they don't despawn or something, but we'll figure it out. But farms are definitely the priority on this episode. Don't know if we'll get to villagers. Bee farm, wheat farm, sugarcane farm are the big 3. And any resource I use to learn how to do those things, I will absolutely link in the description, and I will tell you again when we get there. But I think we're going to go probably for the wheat farm first. So I will see you in a few. All right. I believe our wheat farm is done. I have been trying to record this for a little bit. It started to rain for a while, so I went AFK fish farming to see if the rain would go away, and I did that for like an hour, and then I came back and it was still raining, so I went mining because we're pretty low on iron, so I got like a stack and 11 iron, and I think we're going to need a lot of that for some of the things we're going to be building today in regards to farming. So our wheat farm here is pretty simple, nothing too complicated. We've got dispensers at the back that are filled with buckets of water, each one. I think there's 7 dispensers. And then we have a line of redstone that powers the cobblestone block, which then powers the dispensers. We have a button here that, well, it should probably be a lever because we have to press the button twice, once to dispense the water and once to take the water back. So it should be like an on-off switch rather than a button. But I just didn't feel like making a lever. And then we have all our wheat. And over here, I needed to be able to get in here to replant stuff, so I made a bunch of fences and put them here, and which lets the item still get through, and we can still walk over it without having to jump over the gap or whatever. And then down below there is a water stream that takes all the items down over here, and there's a hopper back there. It's kind of hard to see there. And we have a trap door. That hopper is connected to a chest, which is all of our stuff. Obviously, this is not all from this automatic farm. That's just from the farm before it was automatic. All right. So I'll show you how it works. Press the button, dispense all the water. We do lose a little bit of stuff up on top, which could be fixed, but for the most part, it all goes down here. But on the sides, we do lose some stuff. We could fix that by having full blocks everywhere instead of fences. But honestly, I don't care that much. I don't think. I'll grab it while we're here. And oh, my inventory. Oh my gosh, I don't want to get rid of anything. I'll get rid of this. I'll pick it back. So we could fix that. Let's see, like 4 wheat and 20 seeds. Not the biggest deal if we lose it, but I'll put it in the chest. And that is the wheat farm. Kind of just simple, not really all that automatic. I don't really think it saves me that much time because I still have to go back in and plant everything anyway. And it's not like it takes me all that long to tear all the wheat up. And I still have to replant. So it's not like it's saving me all that much time. But at least I don't have to run and put it in a chest every time. Yeah. It all collects. So it's a little simple automation you can do at the beginning of your world. And then our next farm, I think we're going to go for the sugarcane farm because that one's also pretty simple. And then after that, maybe the bee farm. I've also thought about going for a sheep farm as well. Somehow you can have dispensers or hopper minecarts. They can now like use shears. So if we can get some sheep, the dispensers will automatically use shears and shear the sheep, and it will be a totally AFK wool farm. And that seems pretty awesome. So first I'm gonna mine up all this stuff we got that I made with that I got with Silk Touch and do it all with the fortune. Get all that stuff, put it all away, and then I will get to work on a sugarcane farm. See you then. Okay, I've cleared out a little space for us to build our little sugarcane farm. I am not sure if I'm going to be able to do this without looking again, but I want it to be 5 wide, right? So that means, and I want it to be built out of stone bricks. And my plan with all of the farms is that we're going to be building them little like houses. So right now they'll be outside, but I'll build them like a little house around it so that once we have all our farms, it'll look like a little village with each farm having like a little house, which should be nice. All right. So, and we're going to have to dig into the ground a little bit here, which is going to be just fine. Let me grab my shovel. And I've never really used powered rails before, and I'm not sure how the hopper powered rails really work, but we're going to figure it out. Oh, no, we want those blocks. Okay, so these ones, not those. Well, actually, I will fill these in with stone. Just to make it a little more clean looking. All right, I think we need a redstone block here and here. Powered rail. And regular rails for the rest. Then we can put our Minecraft with hopper. I know what we're doing something because I think like this one needs to be a hopper, but I don't have a hopper currently made. Also, why aren't you running? Why are you running? And you have to put it back together when you break it? Bruh, what is this? You need to like push it. I guess it doesn't really matter because why aren't you running? I don't know. We'll figure this out in a second. Let's build the top. Okay, so I know that the block above needs to be a piston. So we will indeed make that. So let's make the back of this. Yes. Grab the piston. And then, oh, hello, sir. I do not wish for you to blow up my farm. I did also get a looting sword. I think I'll show that. You'll have seen it already. So we got a couple gunpowder. Looting is big pop. We got a maxed out sword. Fire aspect, mending. Once we got the looting one, I just put a bunch of books on it. Get my shovel out of it. Put the torches. Thank you. Okay, and then right in the middle is where I'm going to put the observer. So, right here. And it's going to send out a redstone signal, which I don't have any red, to these blocks here. I'm gonna put redstone dust on these blocks, and then those will power the piston. In the one I watched, they put observers along the whole top of it, and to me that just seems wasteful, because this will essentially do the same thing. So I will go grab some redstone and some hoppers. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back with the things we need. Here, I'm gonna put a chest. I don't know if it's actually gonna open with the redstone block. Oh, it'll hopper. Not powered rail. I don't know why that worked, but finally I did break some blocks in the process. I moved the redstone blocks back a block, like onto the other side, so they're now back there. Right. And maybe that's what's doing it. This should work, right? So if we still have a little bit, let's put the redstone where it needs to go. All right, I have finally got the minecart situation figured out, and the chest situation figured out. It got complicated there for a minute, but I just want to see if this works. It does indeed look like it works there. Let's see if it all goes in the chest. Yes, it does. Okay, awesome. That should do everything we need to do. Oh, I feel like, you know what? I think we need to put a block on top of pistons so that we don't lose any sugar. And that'll make it look better from the front. Should still. And I have to put the one back on top. Heck, dude. There we go. All right. So that's our sugarcane farm. I don't think we will be building our farming houses today. That will probably be next episode or the episode after. So I'll just encase this whole thing in like a little medieval looking house, so that by the end we have like a whole little village of farms. That'll be cool. So this should work. I'll AFK for a little bit. We'll check on it at the end of the episode and see how much sugarcane we get. And, next, I don't know what we'll either do the honeybee farm or the sheep farm. I don't currently have any sheep. I would have to go get them, so I think we'll probably go honeybee farm. It's more of a honey farm that uses bees. This is almost ready for harvest. But once I have the bee farm sorted out, I will come back to you and we'll do the same thing that we did with that with a new farm. All right, so I let this guy run overnight, and here was our take. Like 2.5 stacks. I don't think that's very good. It's okay. I mean, if we were to like AFK forever, it would eventually stack up, but I think I would like a little more, so I might expand this just a bit. Maybe like 2 more on each side or something. I don't know. Maybe another 5. I haven't decided yet, but I will make this a little bigger so we can get a little more haul. And I've looked into how to make the honey farm, and it does require 1 bottle of honey to lock the hoppers, which I do not currently have. So I've set a beehive down here. One of the beehives we have here, and hoping to get some honey out of it, but I don't want to take it yet. I think we have to have a campfire, right, to take the honey. So let's go make one of those. Also, one of these wandering travelers or wandering traders or whatever keeps trampling all my crops over here. Freaking nightmare. So let's make a campfire, collect this honey, and the honey farm I will not be able to make without looking at the recipe. Not the recipe, but how to do it, because it's more complicated. Oak, wood, coal, and sticks. I don't have the inventory space, dude. Wood, sticks, and a piece of coal. Alright, let's make one of these. Sticks. Coal. Yeah. Alright. Let's go collect this honey, and then I will be back with the honey farm. Look at all the bees, boys! I believe I have this set up correctly. It's a little complicated. Even I don't totally understand it. This is a locking hopper, this guy here. So nothing is allowed in here other than honey bottles, which are filtered into this one, which are then, in turn, filtered into this chest. But this is the only one we've farmed so far. So dispenser here, filled with glass bottles, is powered by this comparator, which can read when there is a full honey boy in here. It'll know if it's ready. Comparators can be it detects if it's a level 5 of honey, basically, which then in turn powers the dispenser to suck the honey in, and it just is filtered down. It's pretty ugly right now. And this one is going to be a little harder to build a house around, per se. But I'm thinking we might, enclose this thing. Just cover up all the redstone wiring. But we could make, a little, a greenhouse apiary kind of thing. Maybe some kind of dome that is, that has a floor of dirt and flowers inside of it for the bees. The next farm, I think we should maybe make... we do not have any sheep, so I don't think we can make a sheep farm today, unless I go get some. I'm thinking about going to get those villagers, putting them in boats and bringing them over, but I don't really have a place for them yet, and I don't think I really feel like building a little house for him yet. Why is this guy alone? I don't understand. Do we have 2 wandering traders? We must. What the heck? We have this guy here, and then another one over here. Oh my goodness. I think our goal was the wheat farm, this guy, which I'm going to expand a little bit, and then the bee farm. But I feel like we should at least maybe get a tree farm. So I think I'm going to, not an automatic tree farm or anything, just a easy way to farm some trees so we don't have to worry about wood in the future. And I will be back with that. Well, I went looking for a desert to mine some sand, to make some glass, to make some bottles to put in the honey farm, because we are out of bottles and I can't find a desert to find some sand anywhere. But instead I found a village and a bunch of other stuff. I mean, we found beetroot and potatoes. I found my buddy's base and I took 19 bamboo. They had a ton of stacks of it, so I think they probably won't even notice, but I snagged some of that. I found 2 more bee nests with bees in them. I think one of them has 3 and one of them has 2. And we tamed a cat. Where to go? Right there. Yes. I went and got some raw salmon. Tamed a cat. And that was that. A little black cat. A pal. A creature. Maybe I'll take these hay blocks. Probably not. But this village seems to be untapped, so maybe we'll get our villages from here. I think one of the other people on the server has made a villager breeder, so we might not even need that. We might just take some villagers from the old villager breeder, and maybe just leave this one untouched, or maybe build it up and make it like a whole town for us. That could be kind of cool too. It's only with some walls and stuff. Fix all the houses up. That could be a possibility. But I think that will do it for this episode. Next time we will make a tree farm and a sheep farm if we can find some sheep and stuff, and maybe get some villagers, and maybe put some houses on the farms we do have. We'll take this guy back and find a safe space for him at the base. I think one of the achievements in Minecraft is to find like all 11 types of cats or something. So maybe we'll make that one of our quests. But I think that should round out the time for the episode, and I will see you next time when we do some building and some more farming. Thanks.